Hi everyone, welcome back to the Paul Atelier. Today I'm going to be showcasing some vintage corsage pins. And I got this recently from my vintage store. So just as I was getting out of the store and I thought I had seen and bought everything, I came across this box. It says confectionery quarter bouquet. So even the box itself is really arresting. It comes in that lapis lazuli with the turquoise and the gold color, and when I opened it up, it was absolutely filled with this sort of a vintage corsage pin. I was so taken by it that I bought the whole box. So this type of a corsage pin has always been very close to my heart because I've seen my mom having it, and I have one in my collection. I put it very securely in a wooden box for fear of ruining it, even though it has its own round container. Anything that is from the 1950s right up to the 1970s has got that sort of a see-through plastic container to present it and to contain it. I've always been on the lookout for them, and I'm very lucky that this vintage store gets their stuff from Japan. So I do come across it once in a while, but never like in this whole stack of them. And they are in such pristine condition. They're not dusty. The coloring as well is still very new, as if it's been worn yesterday. So the first one that I'm featuring is almost 6 inches across. As you can see, it's sort of like a frothy confection. It has even some glitter at the edges of the petals, and it has got that pearlized center where the filaments are. So this is really right up that alley for vintage corsage pins, which was very popular in Japan, in Korea, where lady always loves this sort of thing because it adds a very feminine, very delicate touch to whatever that you're wearing. Femininity and anything to do with very ladylike fashion was at its height. So that was between the 1960s to the 1970s, where the Japanese manga was at its height. And you can see some of the illustrations here which perfectly encapsulates that feminine allure, the very lacy, ribbony sort of confectionery kind of a corsage pins that was very famous and very fashionable. So it represents a period in time, and I would like to encapsulate this in this video to celebrate all these wonderful corsages. So the next one that I'm featuring is this pink corsage. It really celebrates all the femininity of the 1970s. And I am wearing this dress, which I have featured before on my channel. So this is a genuine 1970s dress, which I got from one of the boutiques that sell very genuine pieces. And you can see all the frou-frou sort of like the frilly front part of it that is so 1970s. If you think of Travolta as well, during that period, the men also had this sort of a frilly front. I'm featuring it together with this corsage. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. It has got the sparkly details on it. So for this next one, it is so very delicate. I don't know whether you can see. I will show it in the close-up. There is this filament with some smaller pieces of petals, and it's even got crystals on it. The crystals are a little bit heavier than the filament, so that sort of doesn't really work. I think it doesn't really support the weight of the crystals. So this is the last one that I'm featuring. So as you can see, it is sort of like in a dusky pink color. So I've taken out this dress which I've featured before, and as I mentioned, I almost gave it away. I've changed back to my hooped pearl earrings as well as my pearl hair clip, because being a lady is all about celebrating feminine beauty, that you're able to dress up and have all these wonderful accessories. to complement whatever that you're wearing. So every time when I'm doing all these accessories video, I always like to show how I style it up and take out pieces from my wardrobe, whether it is vintage or modern. If you like this type of video, do check out my playlist, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Do check out my Instagram account as well. I really appreciate all your support, and I'll see you again in my next video. Goodbye.